Hello, my name is David Roach, and in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about how to strum a ukulele. This would be my second lesson for a new ukulele student, following on from learning C, A minor, F and G. Okay, so last lesson we covered how to play those, right? It takes a long time to learn to switch between those, so it can take a long time to learn to switch between those. So it's often good to have a little something else in the background going as well. So with strumming, there's lots of ways to strum a ukulele. You can do it with your thumb, with your thumb and your index finger, with your index finger, with your hand, with the plectrum, all sorts of ways. I think the most effective way to do this is to either use a plectrum or to kind of pretend you're holding a plectrum, because there's a lot of technical basis in plectrum playing relating to strumming, so it can be really helpful. But the principles will stay the same, so there's no need to be sort of worried about it anyway. Basically, what I would do is I would curl my index finger like this, almost like I'm pretending to hold a toy gun here. And then I put my thumb on top like that and open up my fingers, like making an OK sign. But the principal point is that your curled index finger has your thumb on top of the side there. Now, I would play a downstroke with the nail of my index finger. You can see the nail of my index finger is making contact here. And on an upstroke, I would play with my thumb. Now would be a good time to mention as well that there are two main types of stroke on a guitar. There are downstrokes, a ukulele, sorry. There are downstrokes and there are upstrokes. Downstrokes are where you go towards the ground. Upstrokes are where you go the opposite way. Combining those will lead us to lots of different things. Okay, so what I want to start with is just playing C, A minor, F and G, all downstrokes. Pretending I'm holding the plectrum. Now, practice that a couple of times. Once you're ultra comfortable with that to the point where you're not making any mistakes at all, then we spice it up a bit with some upstrokes. And I want us to try down, down, up, down, down, up. That's down, down, up, down, down, up. I would advise trying it slower as well when you begin, just so you get used to it. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Now, one of the most important things here is keeping that pulse. You might have noticed when I was saying the pattern that I was also tapping the fretboard and nodding my head. Often when a beginner tries to play these patterns, they'll play down, down, up, down, down, up. What is particularly important is that the upstrokes happen halfway between the downstrokes. So we down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Saying the rhythm out loud can be really helpful. So you might want to go back over this bit of the video to say it along with me. I'll give you a counting. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down. Sorry, let me try that differently. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. It's important that the upstroke lands halfway between a beat. Alright, try it slowly at first. Get used to it. Get used to the sensation of using your hand in this way. It can be quite frustrating. Try not to overthink it. Keep it light, keep it relaxed, keep it slow. Down, down, up, 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 and so on. Now the next pattern I would try would be a really tricky one. I always like to try this one in a first strumming lesson because it's a really wacky one. And this pattern is down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Now the trick to this one, you'll notice, is that my hand is always going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm just playing some notes and not others. Sorry, I'm playing on some strums and not others. Okay, this can be quite a challenging one. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Oh, even I missed it then. But it's quite a fun one to do. If you find that very, very hard, what I would do before that is just work on doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, to free up your hand, okay? Alright, so just to reiterate, the main points of this are, I would imagine you were holding a plectrum to get an effective kind of strumming style without a plectrum, because there's a lot of technique based around that and it can be really helpful. The second thing is always remember to keep a steady beat and play to the beat. So that's that down, down, up, down type motion. Always keep that steady pattern to the steady beat. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, often people will play everything evenly when there needs to be a bit more differentiation in it. And the last thing is try the down, down, up, down pattern, but if it's too tricky, and almost everyone finds it tricky at first, go back to trying down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Basically, what we would do in a lesson would be to make the patterns increasingly complicated or unusual until you could do any of these down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, whatever. You could do any of them. So you keep mixing around the patterns until you're really fluent with it, until you find it really easy. This can take a little bit of a while, but the more you do it and the more you mess around with it, the better you become. I think messing around with it is a really key thing, really playing with it and really toying with it and making up your own things. And it'll give you a degree of freedom that you might not get from progressing through a standard graded format. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. The next lesson will be about picking patterns.